Alright, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another update video, which is probably not what you were expecting after my last update video, but some things have happened. As you can see at the bottom there, it says my destination is Night at the Cemetery. You might be wondering, what the hell is Night at the Cemetery? Well, I'm actually wondering the exact same thing. It is like an hour, maybe an hour and a half after the launch of the new update, version 1.2. And I have a couple of things to talk about before I hop into Night at the Cemetery. I don't really know what to expect at Night at the Cemetery. But I have a couple things that I need to talk about briefly. First of all, they've changed up the shop a little bit. They added this castle thing. Which they added the carved dining table, which is a very luxurious decorative item, I guess, for your base. And then beyond that, they've added a mysterious chest here, which you can see has a countdown timer on it. You can receive that once per day, and it is entirely free. All you have to do is watch an advertisement, and then you get a chest, and it gives you a random item. Now, we don't know exactly, there are a couple of things, if you, like, tap it, of course I can't do it because I've already opened mine, but if you tap it, you can kind of see it shows a couple of items that may or may not be in there, and I don't know if those are the only items potentially in that chest. I don't know if there are other items potentially in there, but a couple of the items in there are pretty decent. I mean, a halberd's in there, so if you can get a halberd for free from that chest, that'd be pretty nice. I, of course, got some shitty Tier 1 leggings, but, you know, it is what it is. And then the second thing I have to mention is, in my last update video, I mentioned that they posted on Facebook about working on the bow a couple days ago. Well, surprise, it's here, guys. They have announced that they have indeed put the bowstring in the game, and the bow is now available. They also changed the recipe for the simple bow. It used to require, I believe, 3 planks, 3 bowstrings, and 4 leather cords, I believe. You can check my last update video to see exactly what it was, because I looked at it pretty thoroughly. However, they have made sure that you cannot make the simple crossbow yet, by changing this recipe to requiring birch planks. And I think from what I can tell, they're kind of, they want to get our feedback on what the simple bow, on how the simple bow mechanics are. They want to see how we like what they've already made and such, before they decide if they want to make the simple or the crossbows any different, or how we might want to make them different, or what they might want to do to the bow before they release the crossbow. I don't know. But yeah, the simple bow is in the game. From what they said, bowstrings can be found at challenging places. Those are their exact words, at challenging places. So I would assume Tier 3 zones. I did 2 Tier 3 zones before this, and I didn't get any, but, you know, that's just 2 Tier 3 zones. I mean, if it's the same rarity as like a scimitar or a halberd or a bastard sword, then you could go there, you know, 10 times and not get one. But the fact that it only requires 1 bowstring now is pretty significant. Hopefully I will have a couple of simple bows by the time I do the next dungeon. Now, they've also mentioned you can get bowstrings at events. Specifically, they mentioned the Night at the Cemetery event, so I'm hoping I can get one at the Night of the Cemetery event here. And they also mentioned you can get them in the dungeon. So, with that being said, what is the Night at the Cemetery? It's a brand new event that they put in as of version 1.2. Yeah, it's an event that will only pop up at night. So, of course, I was doing a night cache run. I was hoping to find a night cache in Tier 3 zone. And I was hoping to find a bowstring, maybe, in that night cache. But I didn't. And then I left, and I didn't have a lot of energy, and boom, this Night at the Cemetery event popped up. Now, we don't know what all this event entails exactly. The way they described it is basically the longer you stay here, the more and more enemies are going to show up. So it's gonna be. I'm gonna assume that my general tier 3 rules of thumb are going to apply. Get in, get your shit, and get out. So this is not gonna be a very long event. The thing is, though, they mentioned, the night guest will be here. They mentioned a lot of things, and seeing as how it only pops up at night, and yet right now it's about to be 1 p.m. for me. Like, night ended 14 minutes ago, roughly, and it's not going to be night for another half an hour for me in my actual game. So we don't know if that will change the event. We don't know if perhaps this event is actually just locked to always be night in this zone, in the event zone for this event. I don't honestly know, guys. I have no idea what to expect. But I'm just gonna do it, and yeah, you can see I've come prepared. I have come prepared for war, guys. I have no idea what kind of enemies are gonna be in here. They showed a picture, and it was like a witch with a couple of lepers and damned and such. And I think the night guest was out off in the distance or whatever. But I don't know if knights will show up. I don't know if Templars will show up. I mean, I don't know. So we're just gonna hop in here and we're gonna do it, guys, and we're gonna see what happens. So yeah, Night at the Cemetery. Here we go. But yeah, this was definitely a big surprise that they launched this so quickly. I definitely wasn't expecting this so soon. I was expecting maybe to hear more about it this weekend or something. Oh, okay, and it's kind of its own zone. Interesting. Okay, well, let's see what we can find in here. Okay. Oh! They did mention poison traps. I forgot about that. Oh, damn, this poison sucks. It's not like normal poison either. Oh, it's a combination of damned and possessed. Interesting. I didn't realize that, actually. So now you can encounter, holy crap, this is actually getting a little crazy. And I'm actually getting a little lag now. Wow. But yeah, I guess you can actually encounter some of the dungeon enemies in zones where, they're not in the, or in places that aren't, obviously the dungeon. What the hell is this? Oh, it's whatever. Wait, was that a knight? That's a knight. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to get that feeling that, it's, whew, that this is definitely not a place that you want to stay for very long. It starts to get crazy. I'll take that, I suppose. Yeah, I don't need either of these. Just go ahead and wear those, I suppose. I don't know if there's like a central loot cache that I should be looking for either. And obviously, I wouldn't normally waste a scimitar on such basic mobs, but I have no idea what I should really realistically expect here in terms of like how bad this is gonna get. I had no idea, you know, how many enemies I was possibly going to have to fight. So, I don't actually have a tremendous amount of armor with me. Had I known I'd be fighting a whole bunch of these damned and whatnot, I probably would have changed up my... Oh! Oh. There is a, okay. This is one of the new scrolls as well. Scroll of Control, okay. The hell? Oh. You know what? Probably, yeah, let's just get rid of that. I'll take those. Those. Bronze ingots, those are nice. I'll take the stealth potion. And then I don't know if there is, like, any other, like, really good loot in here? Or what? Whatever, man. I ain't got time for you. At this point, I might go ahead and just, like, kill everything in the zone, just for, the sake of, science. Oh, shit. That could have been bad, yeah. Get that claymore out. I mean, as cringy as it is to waste a claymore on some of these guys, I deem it necessary at the moment. Get the stupid honey barrel out of here. And wait a minute, did these? Oh no, I checked these. Well, I checked one of these. Did I check both of these? Yeah, I did. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's it for this, the event, I guess? I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this event. I'm a little confused. It's an interesting event, but at the same time, I don't know, I was expecting a little bit more, I guess? I don't know. I guess that's kind of how we all feel about most of the most of the events when they first come out. Anyway, you know, we expect more of them. Like, oh, hey, what's this? Mystery and intrigue and all of that. And yeah, I would definitely say this is definitely night, but the night guest hasn't popped up just yet, so I'm kind of confused about that as well. I was expecting him to show up. But he did not. But, nonetheless, interesting. Okay. Huh. Well, no bowstring for me. That's unfortunate. But, hey, what you gonna do? I mean, RNGesus and I have talked. RNGesus does not hate me. It's just that his cousin Desire Sensor is kind of a troll, kind of the biggest of all the trolls, and when I want something, Desire Sensor's just like, yeah, I know you want that thing, I'm not gonna give it to you. You're gonna have to play for a long time to get what I want. But yeah, that's Night of the Cemetery. That's the news about the bow. So, as far as where to find the bowstring, from what I understand, it will most likely be in Tier 3 areas, potentially more likely in night caches. It'll probably be in events, and it will probably be in the dungeon. We don't know about Tier 2 zones just yet. Potentially, maybe, but I would imagine it's pretty rare. Potentially in the gatekeeper's hut. That could also be possible. But yeah, you'll just have to try all the events, and if you have the weapons and the healing items and all of that prepared, you might want to try a couple of Tier 3 runs and see if you can't find yourself a bowstring. I am going to do exactly that. I'm going to probably, well, I need to do a couple wood runs, but I'm probably going to spend most of today, and this is Wednesday, August 8th, as of me recording this. I'm probably going to spend most of today doing Tier 3 runs, just trying to get some bowstrings. And if I can get some bowstrings, then hopefully either later tonight or tomorrow, I will do my 11th dungeon run for you guys. And we will see what the bow mechanics are actually like. So until then, guys, take care, and I'm out.